Hello Man United fans. You are welcome to the channel, home of Manchester United daily news. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag gives verdict on Bruno Fernandez role change. Story by Samuel Luckhurst, chief Manchester United writer. Erik ten Hag thought Bruno Fernandez was the best player on the pitch in Manchester United's 4-1 Europa League win over Real Betis. United all but secured a quarter-final spot in the Europa League with a resounding round of 16 first-leg victory at Old Trafford, scoring 3 second-half goals 4 days on from the 7-0 drubbing by Liverpool. Fernandez, who has donned the armband for the majority of the season with club captain Harry Maguire a rare starter, was widely criticised for his lack of leadership at Anfield and his theatrical reaction to a challenge by Ibrahima Konate. The Portuguese created Antony's winning goal against Betis in the 52nd minute and put United 3-1 up 6 minutes later on a night Fernandez returned to his favoured role as the number 10. "I think he was the best player on the pitch," Ten Hag said. "It shows his personality. He played a little deeper role tonight. I asked him to do, and I think he was brilliant. He was the leader in making the game from the back in possession, making the rhythm of the game, a lot of good passes in between the lines, and from there we created a lot of chances." Fernandez was booked for a late foul on Betis goalkeeper Claudio Bravo amid suggestions the challenge warranted expulsion. "It's his strength and his passion, but you are right. Sometimes he has to control that, he has to bring it. It is his strength, and when it's too much it becomes a weakness. That's true. He knows that, and there are always small margins." United could still win 2 more trophies in a season. They have already ended their silverware drought with the League Cup and host Fulham 3 days after the return leg with Betis in Seville next week. Ten Hag challenged the starters involved in the Anfield aberration by naming an unchanged side against Betis and Marcus Rashford and Wout Weghorst, both guilty of transgressions against Liverpool, bookended United's 4-goal haul against the 6th-placed La Liga side. "We said we have to reset," Ten Hag stressed. "We have to bounce back, and we played quite good. First half. We should have been up 3-0 also, but we made one mistake, and then you go 1-1 into halftime, but we bounced back in the second half, and it was a really good performance in the second half." Alessandro Martinez praises 2 Manchester United teammates after Europa League win versus Real Betis. Story by Stephen Railston, Manchester United writer. Alessandro Martinez is delighted for Bruno Fernandez and Antony after they scored for Manchester United against Real Betis. Erik ten Hag wanted a response from his players after the Anfield debacle, and he got exactly that against Betis, with his side comfortably defeating the Spanish club 4-1 at Old Trafford, despite the scoreline being level at the break. Marcus Rashford, Antony, Fernandez and Wout Weghorst, whose only previous goal for United came against Nottingham Forest in January, got on the scoresheet, and the latter looked particularly delighted to find the net. The players received heavy criticism after the Anfield debacle, but a comfortable win in the Europa League, just 4 days later, was an ideal response to that setback, and Martinez spoke to MUTV after the final whistle to reflect on the display. "It was a great result for us, but we have to keep going," Martinez said. "It doesn't say anything, this result. It's the first leg, and when we go to Betis, we have to be ready and focused, especially in their home. They play well and have the support of their people. We are happy for this game. I think the energy of the team, they started to play, and in the second half we changed the passion, the energy, and we showed our mentality, and we created more chances, then we score. Antony is a really good player, with a lot of quality. His skills are amazing and I'm happy for him because it's important for his confidence. I'm really happy with the job of the team. I'm happy for Fernandez as well. As like you say, there was a lot of criticism to our team, but it's like this when you play for a big team. It can happen. So you have to be ready and be happy with where we are. That's how you answer critics. Man United fans all say same thing after Bruno Fernandez goal. Manchester United supporters lauded the response of Bruno Fernandez after he got himself on the scoresheet to put the Reds 3-1 up against Real Betis in the first leg of their Europa League last 16 tie at Old Trafford on Thursday night. After seeing former Newcastle United man Jose Perez cancel out Marcus Rashford's earlier opener, meaning the two sides went into the half-time interval with the scores level at 1-1. United got their noses back in front just 7 minutes into the start of the second half through a stunning finish from Antony. The Brazilian, who had experienced a difficult time of it in the first half, bent home a trademark left-footed finish into the top corner. With their tails up, United added to their tally just 6 minutes later, courtesy of a bullet header from Fernandez. The Portugal international connected with Luke Shaw's corner and powered a brilliant header past Claudio Bravo. After playing a key hand in Rashford's opener and then claiming the assist for Antony's sumptuous effort, it was nothing more than Fernandez deserved. After being heavily criticised for his performance against Liverpool on Sunday, it was the ideal response that the former Sporting Lisbon man would have been dreaming of. He was reinstated to his natural number 10 position and it was evident in his performance, although he did drift out to the right wing on occasions. Nevertheless, United supporters were pleased with his response to Sunday's events at Anfield and they made it clear how much they still love him after he netted the Reds' third goal of the game. Man United fans say Antony is modern-day Arjen Robben, after Real Betis banger. Story by Kazra Maradi of the Daily Star. Manchester United fans have dubbed Antony the modern-day Arjen Robben, after his screamer against Real Betis. After going into the half-time break level at 1-1, the Red Devils went on to cruise to a 4-1 win in the second. Winger Antony sparked the sensational turnaround, cutting inside onto his favoured left foot before curling the ball into the far corner. It marked the Brazilian's 7th goal for United and arguably his best yet. The stunning strike was reminiscent of the countless similar goals scored by Bayern Munich legend Robben in his heyday. Fans noticed the similarities between Antony and Robben, who was known for being both shockingly one-footed and equally effective, before comparing the pair. One United fan wrote on Twitter, "Antony is a modern-day Arjen Robben. You know what he's going to do. Exactly what he's going to do, and yet you can't stop it." Another tweeted, "Antony really have one foot like Robben." A third added, "Antony attending Arjen Robben extra classes." A fourth wrote, "People who criticize Antony for only being able to do one thing clearly never saw Arjen Robben play." Why Real Betis goal versus Manchester United wasn't disallowed for handball by VAR. Story by Isaac Johnson of Manchester Evening News. Real Betis' first-half equaliser against Manchester United in Thursday's Europa League clash was allowed to stand after assister Wanmi's handball in the build-up was deemed accidental. Former Newcastle and Leicester striker Jose Perez fired in a 32nd-minute leveller to cancel out Marcus Rashford's opener. Before supplying Perez, The ball seemed to flick off the arm of Wanmi after the winger had tried to chest the ball down. Raphael Varane lifted his arm in protest while still trying to defend, but a VAR check determined that the goal would stand. Accidental handball constitutes when the ball ricochets off another body part before hitting the arm below the T-shirt line. The laws of the game state that if there was an accidental handball in the lead-up, and not by the goalscorer, then the strike stands. However, if the goalscorer had handled the ball before putting it into the net, accidentally or not, the goal would not stand. Fans, this is the roundup of today's news. In this channel, you are guaranteed to get the latest news on Manchester United. So, if you are new here, consider subscribing so that you can get daily news delivered to you directly. And please, share this video to other Manchester United fans. Thank you for watching. Till next time.